Hey guys, it's Mike, Redneck Politics, where real American voices matter. Today it's a kind of, I don't know, sombering kind of day. It's you think back about it, and I'm referring to January the 6th. Uh, Today is the 5 year anniversary of that. It, it's something that has happened, you know, that's like a thorn in the side of our country. It has caused so much separation that it's not even funny. Political violence seems to be right there on the edge uh, every day. Um, and I don't, most of it has to do with the president we have in the White House. Basically, what happened January the 6th, and I'll touch lightly on it. Everybody knew what happened January the 6th. But this man did not want to give up the presidency. And he was doing everything in his power from the time he was voted in until Joe Biden would have been inaugurated in on January the 20th of 2020. He talked to everybody he could, and everybody was telling him that you can't just you're going to have to go through Congress to get all this. You file whatever paperwork you have to file through the courts, and he did so. And out of 62 cases, I think he lost 61. But that was a bad day for our country. I mean, the whole deal was to get Mike Pence to send the certifications back to their states. And then that would delay the the transfer of power to Biden. It would keep that from happening at that moment. But Mike Pence wasn't. He wasn't with it. He was not going to do it. It was beyond his ethics and his Christian beliefs to do something like that. And he repeatedly told Trump that he was not going to. So, what did he do? He called everybody to come to Washington, D.C. and to fight for your country, because if you don't, you will not have a country. He instigated every bit of that. It takes time to organize a march. I mean, just like the No Kings March, it took time to put this together. So January the 6th, 5 years ago, was something that they had in the works. The Republicans had it in the works the whole time. But where they fucked up is they thought Mike Pence would back them up, and he did not. And that's where you got to hang Mike Pence from. The January 6th committee laid it all out there. Jack Smith, who is the special counsel, was taking up the case. He indicted Trump. And if Trump wouldn't have won the White House again, he would be in prison today. I promise you that. But today is in remembrance of those who died from that, the people who still carry the scars from that day. Our country, it's a wonderful country. We have the greatest country in the world. But when you start having government pit groups against each other, that's not a democracy, man. Like I've said, there's changes that we're going to have to make. And our first opportunity is going to come this year with the midterm elections. And if we can win the House, if we can at least win the House, we can stop Trump in his tracks. And from this point on, he will be nothing more than a lame duck president. And that's what we want, is him out of the way, because he's destroying this country. And if he's not stopped, you're right. We may not have a country to fight for. But guys, take a moment. Remember the folks that died that day for no reason, because a man could not accept defeat. He could not honor the transfer of power. I mean, this is not a man that we need in the White House. And yet we got him. So the only thing we can do at this point is make sure that come midterm elections, the Democrat have the House back. But I want to thank you. Please hit the like. Please hit the subscribe and the alert bell for more content like this. I just basically today wanted to put my thanks out there to the American people who fought for our democracy that day, and for the people who died for our democracy that day, because we would not be sitting here where we're at today right now if it wasn't for them. And I owe them and their families and so much more thanks. We have a great country, and I don't want to see it destroyed. And I know for me, I'll continue to do this podcast as long as we got people like Trump in the office, because our country's too great for this. I thank you. Please hit the like, the alert, and subscribe. Peace. We'll see you next time.